Lucky Boys Podcast.
Like violence, it looks for mistreating children, it looks for like gore and things like that.
Yeah,
So,
or even bad language. Like there's a lot of comments that come in when people strongly disagree with either us or a guest, or they feel compelled to say something, let's say racist even. Especially that immediately YouTube just washes it out.
Right.
It was one video we had. I don't know if someone shared it to a supremacist website or whatever. Some form. It definitely got shared in a racist group that didn't like what we were talking about in terms of like, I think we had a guest on, we were talking about equality and shared power, all that, inclusivity and diversity. And it got to a group and they just kind of bombed it.
Jesus.
And I was just like, holy cow. And they were like, F you. And they're saying all this racial stuff. And none of those comments made it to the video.
Oh, they were withheld, right?
They weren't even withheld. They just
deleted them.
We couldn't. We don't withhold anything. Whatever people put, even if they're trashing us or trashing whoever, we leave it there. Like whatever. Like I understand that everyone's gonna like me or Norm, and that's okay. I mean, they gotta live with that.
Or just like us, But it's still engagement, so there's still commenting.
For you, look at it like that. But I'm more for my mental health. It's like I haven't met you before. I don't know if you're crazy or if you're racist or you just don't like the way I look or the way I speak. And you may judge me from a different lens because I don't know your background, and maybe you were taught that people that speak like me are bad or unintelligent or whatever it is. You just can't relate to me and you just don't like me, but you keep coming back. It was funny. There's a couple of people there didn't like, but they kept coming back to try to comment on more than one video, and it was just like,
that is the most
I was like
backwards thing. It
weird,
doesn't make any sense.
It's weird.
Actually, that's a good point. That's one of the things that really surprised me.
Do you get that,
bro?
Where people hate you, but then there'll be that same person that'll like be clicking through several of your videos trying to comment on
the amount of haters I have
or troll.
Let's speak about that for a second. It's a very interesting topic.
Yeah.
If you look at like most unexpected things that came from fame on YouTube, hate is probably number one. Hate is the amount of hate that makes no sense as well. People taking out hours of their time to hate on me for what the fuck reason? Like, so okay, here's an example. This is the one that was like, all right, fine, I'm handing off my contacts. I'm giving it to my manager. I'm not looking at these things anymore. It was one guy, he went as far as to find my personal email and then create an entirely new Gmail called killyourselfsteven@gmail.com.
Whoa.
And he wrote like paragraphs upon paragraphs of telling me to just die.
That's insane.
So why?
The amount of time.
What did you do to trigger that reaction? Like I'm more interested in that.
That was not because of what I did. It's because he needed to hate on someone. And just to give you a scale, that was the third one that week. I get this way more often than you think.
So this is normal.
This is normal.
We get hate, but it's not like that's pretty
direct
intense. That's a lot of energy to.
He made an attempt to contact me. So this guy went, I need to clear my afternoon, clear my 5 o'clock appointment because I got some serious work to do. He created an entire account and everything. So it's these people that they're not necessarily disagreeing with anything you say, but they just need to hate on someone. They open up their computer and go, who am I going to hate on today? Is it going to be you or you? You know what? I'm going to hate on you.
So you're saying they're just people that are miserable.
Yeah, miserable people that needs to hate on someone. And I happen to be the guy that they hated on that day.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's...
Is it consistent? Like it's coming from the same person over and over again? Sort of like a stalker?
No, I get hundreds of these, man.
Wow.
Hundreds upon hundreds. I get like 2,000 comments a video. And I make a video a week, so hundreds of comments that are extremely hateful. Yeah.
Does it get to you?
It did. That was the one that I was like, shit, man, I don't want to see this anymore. They have direct access to my eyes. I look at my email anytime an email comes in.
Right.
So I was like, I need to do something about this, and I said to my manager, would you guys kind of take over my inbounds? So all the emails that come in, would you look at it for me? I don't want to look at it anymore. And they were kind enough to do that for me. And since then, it's been a lot better. Only places I kind of get hate really is comments. I do answer a lot of comments. I spend a couple of hours a day answering it. Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, like 2 hours.
I don't even go there. I just, it's rare that I jump in there. Like at times if I'm talking to Norm or I see something interesting, right? And then I'm like, all right, well, this is an interesting topic, and let me just see what people are talking about it.
Yeah.
So I may dip in there for a brief look, but for the most part, I really make a conscious effort.
Yeah.
Not to look, and it's not because I'm not interested in what people have to say. I'm totally interested.
Right. Yeah.
But it's for my mental health. I don't want to get too high. Like, let's say, because we do get a lot of love. I know we're on the subject of haters, but we do get a lot of love because we do put out a lot of love, and in return we do get that feedback. But I don't want to get so high where I get gassed up. You know what I mean?
like ego wise.
Yeah, and I'm real careful of that. Like I like to keep my feet on the ground. And another thing is like I don't want to get so low where I'm bummed out. Yeah. Where I have to ask someone, hey, can you manage my inbox?
Right, that was a lot.
Yeah, for my mental health, and I understand it comes with the territory, man. If you put yourself in public eye, and you're gonna, especially if you're doing a podcast or you're doing a bunch of sketches, people are gonna get triggered for whatever reason. They're gonna, like I said, we don't know where they come from, and it maybe could remind you of something, or they may misinterpret something that you said or did, and internalize it themselves, and they go, "Oh, you motherfucker, you're getting it."
The vast majority of that is not because of anything you did; it's because they are hateful. They just is the way they are, and they needed to hate someone. So it's not most of the time it's not what we do, it's the people themselves. It's a reflection.
Now let's try to go behind the psychology of that type of person. Do you think a person like that is happy with life?
Jesus, no, I don't see any reason a person like that would a happy person would put an afternoon of their time into telling a creator to die.
But what if that makes them happy?
Oh, you mean like
you see what I mean?
Just like a sadomasochist.
Like I know some people. I don't want to go too deep in because then they'll figure out who it is. But I know some people who would purposely do asshole shit. Yeah. And they get a kick out of it.
Yeah, that's because of their
They get a big kick out of it. They think it's hilarious when they are able to make a joke at the expense of someone else or put someone else down. Yeah. They get so much, they feel alive. They feel like, I'm getting you to fucking respond, or I'm getting, look at you. Like, it doesn't even matter if you're this big YouTuber. And I'm talking about like we're in a setting and I made you react to that bitch. And look at that. You feel sad because of me. I made you feel something. And I see the joy in their eyes. I mean, it's evil, but I see that they get a kick out of it. And they seem happy. They don't seem remorseful or anything. They're like, they get like, yay, I fucked up your day. Yes.
If it's truly if it's lighthearted and if it doesn't mean negativity, then it's sure they're playing a prank or something. But if it's truly they really like to see other people suffer, then that's a hurt person, man. That's a person who has, been forced to deal with abuse and trauma that manifested in that way. That's a hurt person. That's not a happy person. Yeah.
Hurt people.
Hurt people.
Right?
Yeah. I love that phrase. Yeah. Hurt people. Happy people make people happy.
Correct. Yeah. I agree with that. So, and they just like how they say like, oh, when you see a bully. Yeah. And a lot of the times is because they got bullied themselves, so they're passing down their shit to someone else. Like, you ever see this photogram of where like you get a boss that's yelling at.
I have seen that. I have seen the one.
And then he's getting shitted on the person on top by his director, and then the VP, and then the president, and then it's a shit chain.
Yeah, I've seen the thing you're talking about.
Or the one I love was Key and Peele. They had this great, Key and Peele's sketch on, it's just brilliant. So many sketches, because I know you're into the whole sketch thing. But
they're great, yeah.
Key and Peele, they had this sketch where there was this bully, and he just kept.
I know the one.
He kept bullying.
That was so good. Yeah.
And he got joy. And that's what I'm talking. He got so much joy up front when you're watching it. He got so much joy from bullying the other person. And then when he went into the car, when his parents was picking him up from school, and his parents was the father was kind of bullying his kid.
Absolutely, yeah. I know exactly the one you're talking about, man. That was a funny one.
So, and that goes back, like, yeah, they may look happy up front, but that's because they have to, there's a deeper rooted issue.
That happens to be the case. People who enjoy hurting other people are usually dealing with hurt themselves or abuse themselves.
That's sad.
It is very sad. Yeah, it is very sad.
And it brings them, and that's the way they cope with it. It's to spread more misery.